Before the world noticed, before the headlines, before the auto giants even looked toward West Africa.
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Away from Silicon Valley. Not in Germany, not in China, not in Detroit, but in Burkina Faso, a place the global auto industry never expected. And yet, this is where history was about to change. Because two very different men, one an inventor obsessed with impossible machines, the other a leader determined to break economic dependence, were about to build something no one thought Africa could make. Not assemble, not import, build. From the ground up.
Ein Ticket nach Innenstadt bitte. Mach 2 Euro, hier bitte.
Danke. And once it moved, there was no going back. The camera glides over dusty roads at sunrise. Motorcycles buzz past. Old diesel buses cough smoke into the air. Fuel prices rise. Imports dominate every street. For decades, mobility here depended on foreign supply chains. Foreign engines, foreign decisions. If ships stopped arriving, the country stopped moving. That dependence was invisible, but heavy. And Maxwell Chikumbutso understood something most people didn't. Real independence doesn't start with politics. It starts with technology.
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Whoever controls transportation controls the future. Inside a modest lab filled with scattered tools,
this design is truly impressive. The craftsmanship is evident. I look forward to seeing the technology inside.
Quietly. No giant factory. No billion-dollar investors. Just ideas. Ideas that most
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Self-sustaining systems. Hyper-efficient electric drivetrains. The kind of ideas that sound crazy, right until they work. Across the country, Ibrahim Traoré was facing a different battle. Not engineering. Economics. He watched billions leave Africa every year for imported fuel and vehicles. Money flowing outward instead of building locally. He asked one simple question. What if we stop buying the future and start building it ourselves? That question changed everything.
Ein Ticket nach Innenstadt bitte. Mach 2 Euro, hier bitte.
Danke. Movements begin. The first meeting between them wasn't flashy. No press. No ceremony. Just a table. Blueprints. Silence. Maxwell slid forward a design sleek, minimal, electric. No engine block. No exhaust system. No fuel tank, just battery architecture, smart electronics, and a drivetrain so simple it almost looked too easy. Traoré studied it carefully, then asked one thing. Can we build it here? Not overseas. Not imported. Here. Maxwell nodded. And that's when the project stopped being an idea.
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Young engineers were trained. Workshops transformed into mini production hubs, not a mega factory.
This design is truly impressive. The craftsmanship is evident. I look forward to seeing the technology inside.
Every wire connected, every battery assembled, meant skills staying inside the country. The first prototype.
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Wires visible under the dash. But none of that mattered. Because when they pressed the power button, there was no roar, no vibration, no smoke, just silence. And then, the dashboard lit up. Soft blue. Alive. Engineers held their breath. Maxwell placed his hand on the steering wheel, shifted into drive. The car rolled forward, smoothly, quietly, like it had always belonged on those roads. And outside the workshop, a few bystanders stopped walking.
Mach 2 Euro, hier
because
bitte.
They realized something strange. They couldn't hear it coming, only see it moving, like the future itself, slipping silently into the present. And within weeks, word started spreading across the city. People whispering about the silent car. The car with no fuel. The car built here. Students sneaking glances through the gates. Mechanics asking questions. Taxi drivers imagining what zero fuel costs might mean for their families. But this wasn't just about one vehicle anymore. Because Maxwell and Traoré weren't planning to stop at a prototype. They were already sketching the next phase.
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
A car that ordinary people, not elites, could actually afford. And late at night, under a single hanging bulb, Maxwell
This design is
spreads
truly
new
impressive. The
blueprints
craftsmanship
across
is
the table.
evident.
Not
I look
just
forward
one
to seeing the
car,
technology
but
inside.
an entire lineup. Compact city EVs, utility vans, public transport models. Each one
Team,
designed
status
to
on the core
slowly
module?
replace
Compiles, but
dependence
integration
piece
test
by
failed.
piece.
I'm patching the interface
Until
now.
one day,
Deploy it.
And that's when the real challenge began. Because building one prototype is inspiring. Building an industry? That's war. Not with weapons, but with logistics, with doubt, with every person who says, it can't be done here. The camera pans across the workshop again, but it doesn't look the same anymore. Where there was one frame, now there are 3. Where there were 2 engineers, now there are 20. Tables once cluttered with experiments are now organized into stations.
Guten Morgen.
Ein Ticket nach
Battery
Innenstadt
assembly,
bitte. Mach 2
motor
Euro.
testing,
Hier bitte.
Danke.
Electronics calibration. It's no longer a lab. It's becoming a factory. Small, raw, but alive. You can almost hear the rhythm of progress. Metal clinks, drills hum. Laptops beep softly as software uploads into control units. This isn't just manufacturing. It's transformation. Because every young technician tightening bolts isn't just building a car. They're building confidence. Confidence that world-class technology doesn't have to come from somewhere else. A close-up, a teenage trainee carefully installing a battery module, hands slightly shaking.
Team,
Maxwell
status on the core
stands
module?
beside him,
Compiles, but
calm,
integration test failed.
observing,
I'm patching the interface
not
now.
correcting
Deploy it.
every move, letting him learn. Because Maxwell knows something most inventors forget. Machines are temporary.
This design is truly impressive.
Skills
The
last
craftsmanship is
forever.
evident.
Outside,
I look forward to seeing the
Ibrahim
technology
Traoré
inside.
walks through the yard, watching the first finished units line up under the sun. No chrome, no luxury badges.
Team, status on the
Just
core module?
clean,
Compiles,
modern
but
design.
integration test failed.
Functional,
I'm patching the interface now.
purposeful,
Deploy it.
Built for real roads, dusty roads, uneven roads, African roads. He runs his hand along the side panel like he's touching proof. Proof that independence isn't theory anymore. It's parked right there. Then comes the real test. Not inside a workshop, but outside. In the wild. The first road trial. The gates open. The prototype rolls out slowly. Cameras from local journalists. Curious crowds. Mechanics crossing
Guten
their arms
Morgen.
skeptically.
Ein Ticket nach Innenstadt
Some
bitte. Mach
smiling,
2 Euro. Hier bitte.
some doubtful.
Danke.
A voice whispers, let's see how far it makes it. Maxwell slides into the driver's seat. Silence again. Always that silence. He presses the pedal. The EV glides forward like it's floating. No gear shifts. No engine struggle. Just smooth torque. Instant power. Dust kicks up behind the tires. It climbs hills effortlessly. Handles potholes without shaking apart. Moves through traffic like it belongs there. People stop and stare. Because they've never seen technology this modern. Built by their own people. A bus driver leans out his window
Team,
to
status
watch
on
it
the core
pass.
module?
Kids
Compiles,
run
but
behind
integration
it
test
laughing.
failed. I'm patching the
Street
interface now.
vendors
Deploy
point.
it.
Phones come out. Someone shouts. It doesn't even make noise. And that's the moment everything
This
changes.
design is truly impressive.
Not
The
because of
craftsmanship is
specs.
evident. I
Not
look forward to
because of
seeing the
numbers,
technology inside.
But because belief spreads faster than electricity. And belief is contagious. Orders start coming in. Local
Team,
businesses,
status on the core module?
government
Compiles, but
fleets,
integration test
delivery
failed. I'm patching the
services.
interface now.
Everyone
Deploy it.
asking the same thing. When can we get one? Back inside the facility, the pressure rises. Whiteboards fill with production targets. Supply chains tighten. Deadlines shrink. Maxwell barely sleeps now. Traoré pushes policy changes to support local manufacturing. Tax breaks, training programs, infrastructure upgrades. Because this isn't just a car launch anymore. It's the birth of an
Guten
ecosystem.
Morgen.
Ein Ticket
And
nach Innenstadt
at
bitte.
night,
Mach 2 Euro.
when
Hier bitte.
machines finally
Danke.
power down, when the lights dim and the city goes quiet, one finished EV remains parked under a single lamp, still, silent, waiting, like the first domino. Because once this one hits the streets in numbers, fuel imports drop, local jobs rise, young engineers stay home instead of leaving the country, and suddenly, it's not just Burkina Faso watching anymore. Neighboring countries start asking questions. How did they do it? Who built this? Can we build ours too? And Maxwell unfolds a map on his desk. not of one nation.
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed.
Cities,
I'm patching the interface
routes,
now.
sketching
Deploy it.
factories. Thinking bigger than a single car, bigger than a single country, because now the vision is spreading.
This design is truly impressive. The craftsmanship is evident. I look forward to seeing the technology inside.
Something that could quietly reshape how Africa moves forever. And just before sunrise, he pins a new design to the wall.
Team, status on the core module.
Model,
Compiles,
lighter,
but integration test
range,
failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
The printer. Sharp lines, lower profile, longer wheelbase, twice the range. But this one is different. Not just a car, a platform, modular, meaning one chassis, many possibilities. Taxi, delivery van, police patrol unit, minibus. One design, endless uses. Maxwell circles the battery pack with a pen. Then the motor housing. Then the empty space between. Space most manufacturers waste. He smiles.
Guten Morgen.
Ein Ticket nach Innenstadt bitte. Mach 2 Euro, hier bitte.
Danke.
It's opportunity. What else can it power? He whispers to himself. The camera cuts to early morning. The city wakes again. But now something feels different. You start noticing them everywhere. An EV taxi sliding silently through traffic. A small delivery van dropping packages without the smell of fuel. A municipal vehicle cleaning streets before sunrise. No smoke. No rattling engines. Just quiet motion. Like the city upgraded overnight. Shop owners begin calculating costs. No fuel. Almost no maintenance. Fewer breakdowns.
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
A taxi driver plugs the car into a small solar setup outside his home. By morning, full charge.
This design is truly
cost.
impressive. The craftsmanship is evident.
Shaking his head.
I look forward to seeing the technology inside.
I keep everything I earn. That line hits harder than any advertisement ever could. Because this isn't
Team,
luxury.
Status on the core module.
It's freedom.
Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now.
Back at
Deploy
the facility, trucks arrive carrying locally sourced parts. Metal stamped nearby. Wiring assembled by local suppliers. Seats stitched by small businesses. An entire microeconomy forming around one idea. Not import. Create. Young graduates who once dreamed of leaving the country now line up at the gates with resumes. Mechanical engineers. Programmers, designers, all wanting in, because something rare is happening. For once, the future isn't somewhere
Ein Ticket nach Innenstadt bitte.
It's
Mach
right
2 Euro, hier bitte.
Inside,
Danke.
Maxwell walks past rows of nearly finished vehicles, hands brushing lightly across each hood like a craftsman checking his work. He doesn't see machines. He sees stories. That one might become a school shuttle. That one might deliver medicine. That one might help a family start a business. Technology with purpose. Not prestige. Not hype. Purpose. Meanwhile, Traoré stands before a small group of ministers and advisors. A simple message. If we can build cars, we can build anything. The room goes quiet. Because everyone understands
Team, status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Software and manufacturing. It can master its destiny. And outside the windows, more EVs roll past.
This design is truly impressive. The craftsmanship is evident.
Relentless,
I look forward to seeing the technology
like
inside.
Itself. But Maxwell isn't celebrating yet. Not even close. Because on another table, there's a
Team,
bigger
status on the core module. Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Multiple axles. Not a car. Not a van. Something heavier. Public transport scale. Buses. Then freight. Then cross-country logistics. His pen taps the page slowly. Because if small EVs change cities, large ones change nations. And if those work, the ripple won't stop at Burkina Faso. It won't stop at West Africa. It won't even stop at Africa. The world is about to notice. Orders will grow. Partnerships will not.
Ein Ticket nach Innenstadt
Pressure
bitte.
will
Mach
rise.
2 Euro, hier bitte.
And the question will get louder. How did two men, one inventor and one leader, quietly build something everyone else said was impossible? But Maxwell already knows the answer. He looks around the workshop at the sparks, the wires, the young engineers laughing while they work late into the night, and realizes it was never about building a car at all. It was about building belief. And once people believe they can create their own future, There's no force strong enough to stop what comes next, because tomorrow morning metal creaks. Slow, heavy, like the start of something historic. One by one, headlights flicker
Team,
on
status
in
on the core
early
module?
dawn haze.
Compiles, but integration
Light
test
beams
failed.
cutting
I'm patching
through
the
the
interface
dusk.
now. Deploy
Not
it.
loud, not aggressive, just calm, confident. The kind of confidence you only get when something finally
This design
works
is truly
exactly
impressive.
The way
The
it was
craftsmanship
meant
is
to.
evident.
The first
I look forward to
vehicle
seeing the
rolls forward,
technology inside.
then another, then another. A quiet convoy. No roaring engines. No clouds of smoke.
Team, status
Just
on the core
soft
module?
hum of electric
Compiles, but
motors
integration test
and the
failed.
crunch
I'm
of
patching the
tires
interface
on
now.
gravel.
Deploy it.
It almost feels unreal, like watching the future arrive without making a sound. Workers line both sides of the gate. Not cheering wildly, just watching, smiling. Because this isn't a show, it's proof. Proof that months of late nights, burned circuits, failed prototypes, and endless recalculations weren't wasted. Each vehicle that passes carries fingerprints. Someone welded that frame. Someone coded that controller. Someone tested that battery at 2 a.m.
Guten
This isn't a
Morgen.
product
Ein
line.
Ticket nach Innenstadt, bitte.
It's collective
Mach 2 Euro.
effort
Hier,
made
bitte.
visible.
Danke.
The convoy turns onto the main road. And that's when the world outside finally notices. Morning commuters slow down. Motorcyclists glance twice. A shopkeeper steps outside, wiping his hands on a cloth, squinting at the silent line of futuristic shapes moving past a store. He mutters, "Those are ours. Not imported. Not shipped in containers. Ours." The word spreads faster than any marketing campaign. Radio stations mention it. Local bloggers post clips. Kids record videos on their phones. The new electric cars are everywhere. They're
Team,
built
status
here.
on the core module?
They don't
Compiles,
even
but
use
integration
fuel.
test failed. I'm
And
patching the
suddenly,
interface now.
What
Deploy it.
started as an experiment becomes a movement. Cut to inside one of the vehicles. Digital dashboard glowing softly.
This design is
Battery
truly
level
impressive. The
steady.
craftsmanship is
Energy
evident.
usage
I look forward to
optimized in
seeing the
real time.
technology inside.
Simple, elegant, efficient. Maxwell watches the data scroll by, but he's not smiling yet.
Team, status on the
Because
core
he's already
module?
thinking ahead.
Compiles, but integration
Range
test failed. I'm patching the interface now.
lighter
Deploy it.
materials, faster charging. His brain never stops redesigning, never stops asking, how? How do we make it better? Behind him, Traoré rides in another unit, looking out the window as neighborhoods pass by. Children wave. Taxi drivers give thumbs up. Market vendors step aside to let the fleet glide through. And for a moment, he isn't looking at vehicles. He's looking at leverage. Because every EV on this road means less fuel imported, less money leaving.
Guten Morgen.
More
Ein
jobs
Ticket nach
staying.
Innenstadt, bitte.
More
Mach 2
control.
Euro. Hier, bitte.
This is
Danke.
strategy disguised as transportation. Independence disguised as engineering. The convoy reaches the city center, stops at a red light, side by side with old diesel cars coughing smoke into the air. The contrast is brutal. Past versus future. Noise versus silence. Dependence versus control. The light turns green. The EVs accelerate instantly, smooth, effortless, leaving everything else behind. And for the first time, it doesn't feel like Burkina Faso is catching up to the world. It feels like the world is
Team,
behind.
status on the core module?
Back at the
Compiles,
facility
but
later
integration
that
test
evening,
failed. I'm patching
new
the interface
orders
now.
are already
Deploy it.
stacking up. Fleet expansions, neighboring cities, government services, even calls from other countries.
This design is truly
How
impressive.
soon
The
can you
craftsmanship
ship?
is evident.
Can you license
I look
the
forward to seeing the technology
Can
inside.
we partner? Maxwell stares at the map again. More pins, more circles, more possibilities.
Team,
But he
status on the
shakes
core
his head
module?
slightly.
Compiles, but
Because
integration
this
test
was
failed.
never
I'm
meant
patching
to
the
be
interface now.
rushed.
Deploy
It
it.
has to be built right, built strong, built to last decades, not headlines. And in the corner of the workshop, covered by a dark cloth, sits something new, bigger, taller, the outline unmistakable. Not a car this time, not even a van. Something designed to carry dozens of people at once. Public transport scale. The next domino. Maxwell walks over slowly, places his hand on the fabric, pauses. Because
Guten Morgen.
once this one
Ein
rolls
Ticket nach
out,
Innenstadt, bitte.
the
Mach
change
2 Euro.
won't
Hier,
just
bitte.
touch drivers.
Danke.
It'll touch entire cities at once. And he pulls the cloth back just slightly, revealing the sharp edge of a massive electric chassis, like a sleeping giant, half built, half covered in shadow, but unmistakably powerful. The chassis stretches longer than anything they've built before. Thicker suspension, reinforced frame, battery packs stacked like bricks beneath the floor. This isn't personal mobility anymore. This is mass movement. The kind that changes how entire cities breathe. Maxwell circles it slowly, hand trailing along the cold metal. He doesn't
Team,
say
status
anything.
on the core module?
He never
Compiles,
does at
but
moments
integration
like
test
this.
failed. I'm patching the
Because
interface
big
now.
ideas
Deploy
don't
it.
arrive loudly. They arrive quietly, like this, unfinished, full of potential.
This design is
Behind
truly
him,
impressive. The
sparks
craftsmanship
fly
is
as
evident.
welders
I look
seal the
forward to seeing the
joints.
technology
Engineers
inside.
debate torque specs. Someone tests a new cooling system. Someone else rewrites the motor controller code for heavier
Team,
loads.
status on the core module?
workshop feels
Compiles, but
different
integration
tonight.
test failed.
More
I'm patching
intense,
the interface now. Deploy it.
less experimental, more deliberate. Because now they know something dangerous. They know it works. And once you know something works, fear disappears. Now it's just scale. How many can we build? That's the only question left. Cut into a chalkboard. Rough sketches of routes across Ouagadougou. Busy corridors. Overcrowded buses. Long wait times. Maxwell draws a single line through them, then writes 2 letters beside it. EV.
Guten Morgen.
Electric
Ein Ticket nach
buses
Innenstadt,
mean lower
bitte.
costs.
Mach 2 Euro. Hier, bitte.
Lower fares.
Danke.
More routes. Suddenly, transport isn't a struggle. It's reliable, predictable. Daily life gets easier without anyone even realizing why. A mother gets home earlier. A student arrives on time. A worker saves money every week. That's how real revolutions happen. Not headlines. Habits. Outside, the city hums. Generators rumble. Diesel engines cough. Fuel prices climb again. But inside this building, the future feels insulated from all of that. Because these machines don't care about fuel shortages. They
Team,
don't
status
care
on the
about
core
global
module?
oil
Compiles,
prices.
but integration
They
test
just
failed. I'm
charge
patching the interface now.
and go.
Deploy it.
Over and over. Simple. Elegant. Unstoppable. Midnight. Most of the team
This
has
design
gone
is truly
home.
impressive. The
Only a
craftsmanship
few
is
lights
evident.
remain on.
I look forward to seeing the
Maxwell
technology
sits
inside.
alone at a metal desk. Blueprints everywhere. Cars. Vans. Buses. Then something new.
Team, status on the core
Smaller
module?
sketches in the
Compiles,
corner.
but integration test
Charging
failed. I'm
stations.
patching the interface now.
Solar
Deploy it.
canopies. Battery swap hubs. Because vehicles alone aren't enough. Infrastructure is the real power move. If you control where energy flows, you control everything connected to it. He marks locations near markets, hospitals, schools, like placing chess pieces. 3 moves ahead, 5 moves ahead, maybe 10. Meanwhile, across town, one of the first EV taxis pulls up silently to a curb. The driver checks his
Guten
earnings on his
Morgen.
phone.
Ein Ticket nach
Higher
Innenstadt,
than
bitte.
usual.
Mach 2 Euro.
No
Hier, bitte.
fuel expense
Danke.
today. No engine repairs. Just profit. He leans back and smiles at the dashboard glow. For the first time in years, work doesn't feel like survival. It feels like progress. That small moment, that quiet smile, is exactly what Maxwell imagined months ago. Not applause. Impact. Back at the facility, the giant electric bus frame finally lowers onto its wheels for the first time. Heavy. Solid. Real. The team gathers around instinctively. No speeches. Just that shared look people give each other when they know.
Team, status
They're
on the core
witnessing
module?
the beginning of
Compiles, but
something
integration
bigger
test
than
failed. I'm
themselves.
patching the interface now.
Someone
Deploy it.
whispers, "If this works." But they don't finish the sentence. They don't need to, because everyone already sees
This
it.
design is truly
Entire
impressive. The
fleets,
craftsmanship is evident.
Entire
I
cities
look forward to seeing the
electrified.
technology inside.
Factories multiplying, skills spreading across borders. One country inspiring another, then another.
Team, status on the core
then
module?
another.
Compiles,
And
but
suddenly,
integration test failed.
It's not
I'm patching the
just
interface
Burkina
now.
Faso
Deploy it.
building vehicles anymore. It's a continent building confidence, building capability, building its own future. Maxwell tightens the last bolt himself, steps back, wipes the grease from his hands, looks at the machine towering in front of him. This one won't just carry people, it'll carry possibility. And tomorrow morning, they plan to power it on for the very first time. Batteries connected, like the sun itself knows something important is about to happen. Soft orange light slips through
Guten
the high
Morgen.
windows of the
Ein Ticket
workshop,
nach Innenstadt, bitte.
stretching
Mach 2
across
Euro.
the
Hier,
concrete
bitte.
floor,
Danke.
climbing the massive electric bus like a spotlight on a stage. No one jokes today. No music playing, no chatter, just quiet footsteps. Engineers arriving early, coffee cups in hand, eyes locked on the machine. The silent giant. Finished. Clean. Real. Cables snake across the floor toward the charging unit. One final connection. Thick. Heavy. Intentional. Maxwell steps forward. Not dramatic. Not theatrical. Just focused. He places his hand on the master switch. The entire workshop...
Team, status on the core module? Compiles, but integration test failed. I'm patching the interface now. Deploy it.
Click. A deep internal hum rolls through the chassis. Lights flicker on across the dashboard like stars.
This design is truly impressive. The craftsmanship is evident. I look forward to seeing the technology inside.
Screens boot up. Systems check. Battery levels rising. No smoke. No vibration. Just quiet power. The kind of power that doesn't need to scream. Someone whispers, "It's online," and suddenly months of tension evaporate. Smiles. Relief. Disbelief. A few people clap softly, without realizing it. Maxwell climbs into the driver's seat.
Guten Morgen.
Ein
Ticket nach Innenstadt, bitte. Macht 2 Euro. Hier, bitte.
He looks out at his team, welders, coders, trainees, leaders, all standing together like they built a spaceship. Because, in a way, they did. A vehicle designed, not just to move people, but to move a nation forward. He presses the accelerator gently. The bus glides, effortless, smooth, silent. This massive machine moves like it weighs nothing. No gear shifts.
This design is truly impressive. The craftsmanship is evident. I look forward to seeing the technology inside.
The giant doors open. Sunlight floods in.